All right, we're streaming. Okay.
Oh, I need water.
Good morning. Oh, you need water? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, give me that. I will go get water. You will read comments if there are any, or good mornings, or whatever.
Good morning, everybody.
There's nobody here yet.
All right, then go get water.
Okay.
I will get set up.
Tap dance. Do something. Steph Nerd says morning.
You're still not getting water.
Do you want me to caffeinate, or do you want me to get water?
I want you to get water.
Well, I'm caffeinating. That's more important.
Hello, everybody. I am just getting set up. And we're going to paint today because last time we were here, you all said that you wanted to watch the painting. So we're going to do that. So I'm just going to get my watercolor palette. I decided to do a rainbow for the background. And I had to remember how many I had to count. R-O-Y-G-B-I-V. Roy G. Biv. And cut it up to 7 colors, which I think I'm going to try to do very, very brightly. So I think I'll use the Doc Martin concentrated watercolors because those are really, really saturated.
Okay. Oh my God, the chat is blowing up. Are you answering questions?
No.
Are you talking?
Yeah.
Oh God, here. Why are you not answering any questions?
Because I'm not in front of the thing. I was here talking.
Oh God, we have 245 people here, and
Hello,
you're not saying hi. Oh my
you.
God, good morning. Sorry, I leave him for 2 seconds, and look what happens. Let's see. First time on a chat, painting a mini teapot set. Scott, you had to count what now? How did that work?
The rainbow is Roy G. Biv.
Honey?
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Roy G. Biv. Didn't you guys learn that in elementary school?
Honey, unless you were a graphic designer, you didn't learn that, ever.
Roy G. Biv.
Nobody learned that, dear, except you.
Everybody learned it.
No, they didn't. You learn your colors in elementary school, dear. Yellow,
that's
red,
Roy G.
green,
Biv,
blue.
the colors of the rainbow.
Indigo is not a color that you learn in kindergarten.
It is.
Lord. I'm going to walk over there and smack you. It's not a color you learn. Emma's here. Gail says good morning.
All right, here we go.
Let's see. So many people, good mornings from everywhere. Australia and Britain and everywhere, and India and everywhere. And
Hello, everybody. Let's get painting.
please do, because you're driving me bananas. Peru.
Deepest, darkest Peru.
I don't know. Jasmine, deepest, darkest Peru. Dubai, France, Panama. Wow.
Hello.
Greece. Nikki
Love
says,
seeing
yes, I
all-
learned Roy G. Biv.
Thank you.
Hi from the Pacific.
Hello, hello.
Hi from nowhere near an ocean.
I almost got my tea.
The art book says, I know Roy G. Biv. I'm making Captain America holding Thor's hammer.
Oh, that's great.
Brandy learned Roy G. Biv. Come on, did you learn it in school? Come on, like elementary school.
It's such a basic thing. It's so simple.
Nobody learned that in elementary school. Good
Maybe
Lord.
not in hoity-toity California you didn't, but in Florida we did.
You weren't in elementary school in Florida.
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't.
Where was I?
I don't know. The island of somewhere.
Yeah.
Learned the rainbow in Spanish, so nope, says Steph Nerd. Good morning from England. I learned Roy G. Biv from my English teacher.
Oh.
Okay. Well, that's a new one.
You just put an L before El Roy G. Biv for Spanish, or?
Oh, God. Steph, do you want me to hit him? I will smack the back of his head.
Or is it feminine? Is it
Pakistan.
blah?
My
No,
mom
Roy,
taught me Roy G. Biv. Shell says, hi, Scott and Donna. I bought a new sketchbook. I just came home and it was raining outside. All my clothes are wet, but I am so happy.
Oh, that's great.
Well, I hope your sketchbook didn't get wet.
Yes. Blow dryer.
Oh, I'm not angry. You guys, come on.
Angry
You
at
know
what?
me better than that. Oh, she's getting angry.
Oh, gosh.
I'm pulling out my angry eyes.
No, Donna...
Kieran's from Guam, sending love from India. Good evening from
no.
Ireland. Hey, Ryan's here.
Ryan? Arwen's just getting worse and worse as she's getting older, and she's just not letting us sleep. So both of us were up all night. She was up like every couple hours.
Oh my god. We're not sleeping. I had coffee. You guys know me. I love tea.
I was here in the Hobbit hole. I'm like, why does this room smell like coffee? Why am I smelling coffee?
Because I had coffee.
Donna comes downstairs. I had coffee. She never drinks coffee.
I don't drink coffee. You know, guys know me. I only drink tea. I'm so tired. I walked straight to the kitchen and I just went, where's the coffee?
Blow dryer.
Wow. Okay, we have friends here from Poland, Ireland, Northern Ireland, Estonia, Moldova.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm telling you, seriously.
Well, hello,
dude,
everybody.
they're from everywhere. I just posted Anya Taylor-Joy painting in your subred. I hope you saw it.
Oh, I have not gone to the Reddit in a while, but I will go take a look at it.
Formoso, you are 100% correct. Donna did not sleep. It is not a good morning in the Hobbit hole for Donna. I am so tired. You will hear exhaustion in my voice today. And the need for me to smother Arwen with a pillow. And you guys know how much I love her, but she is driving me bananas. I just need her to sleep.
So this week, probably later today and tomorrow, I will be doing a forest nymph. We're doing a thing with a company called Rare.
They're a non-profit, environmental non-profit.
Yeah. So I've been kind of collecting some fun photo references and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing it during today's live, but I was like, no, I really got to finish this. So you'll see it on Friday. We'll be posting the video. Yeah.
There's going to be a donation link in the video for Rare's climate projects. And we're doing a collaboration with them. We're actually going to do 2 collaborations with them, and it's really, really, really cool. You hear a lot of doom and gloom about climate change, but
they're doing some good stuff.
They are doing some great stuff.
All right, blow dryer.
Nikki says, my dog is 15 next month. I'm up every few hours to take him out to go potty. I feel your pain. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, you love them so much. And look, you guys know I wear my heart on my sleeve for my dog and my kids, right? But my God, you need to sleep, you know? Hi from Denmark. Jasmine's from Lima, Peru. Rabia says, hi, Scott. I just wanted to say you're one of my favorite YouTubers and artists. You're a huge inspiration. Thank you for making such amazing content.
Thank you.
You must be wacky Wednesday since you're being extra silly today.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's whacked out Wednesday when you don't sleep, let me tell you.
Blow dryer.
What is it with you and the blow dryer every 30 seconds?
I'm doing different layers.
Really?
Really? Aren't you watching?
No, I'm reading comments. I can either watch or read comments today. You don't get both.
It's small.
Hey, Battlebrook says, good morning. Hope y'all are doing well. Mid-May, I'll be traveling through Nashville on my way to Kentucky to see a friend. May have to stop at that art store to pick something up. Oh, it's a great art store. Plaza Art. They are wonderful people in there. Wonderful people.
Yeah, very nice people.
Yeah, and if you want to sit and sketch, they'll let you. Please do graphite and water paint review.
Graphite and water paint? Is that the graphite pencils that are water soluble? I think I have some. Blow dryer. All right. Sorry, I'm just trying to get her skin a little bit more sun-kissed.
Yeah, Nikki says that they're going to miss their puppy when their puppy's gone. I know. I will. And I think about that a lot as I'm trying to be patient with her. But boy, oh boy, it is hard when you don't sleep.
Arwen has a heart condition, and so she's on blood thinners, which then...
No, she's on
diuretics.
Water pills, yeah.
Yeah, which means that she has to wear diapers all day long.
Yeah.
And so she just gets uncomfortable and wants to get out of the diapers
Yeah.
and go outside. So
Yeah.
And you can't blame her, but it's like, it's midnight, it's 2 a.m., it's 4 a.m., it's 6, you know.
Yeah.
Blow dryer.
Yeah, this is watercolor, guys.
Would you prefer if I zoom out so you could see the watercolor palette? Or do you guys like it this close? Or you can see the watercolor
You can
palette.
see part of the watercolor palette.
Okay,
Yeah,
good,
we're
good.
okay for now. If you guys want to see more of the watercolor palette, let me know. What has been the most exotic drink y'all have ever had?
Most exotic?
Exotic drink?
Jolt Cola.
Fresca? Rum and pineapple juice? I don't know. We're not really exotic kind of people. I really like a very nice glass of wine.
A friend of ours sent us port.
Port! That's
Puerto Rico.
right. No, Portugal.
Portugal, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
From Portugal, yeah. And so that was really kind of cool.
Actually, it's really neato. It kind of tastes a little bit like raisins. It's kind of cool. I like it. Yeah.
I've had moonshine. Did not like it.
I refuse to try moonshine. That's not exotic. That's very, like, pedestrian, I think.
I mean, it is very country. But it would be exotic to somebody not from America, I would think.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, you could just as easily just walk up to a gas station and just drink out of the hose, and it tastes like that. That's what moonshine tastes like.
Mm-hmm, pretty much. Seems like everyone's having a hard morning then. You know what? It's funny. It's just, I was texting with Bethany before we started, and she didn't sleep either.
Oh, God.
She finally went to sleep at 3 and got up at 5. I was like, girl, I feel your pain. Oh, my God. Yeah. Oh. I had a coffee with, it was from Trader Joe's. It was this medium roast morning blend, and I had it with the Tirani vanilla syrup. So it really wasn't bad. And brown sugar oat creamer from Trader Joe's. It really wasn't bad. The smell just woke me up, so that was really good.
The smell annoyed me.
Scott, every smell annoys you. Okay? I can't help that. Let's see. Sky says, thank you so much, Scott, for liking my comment on TikTok.
Oh, of course.
Hope you feel better later in the day. Thanks, Sky. I'll be awake later. It'll be fine. Can you show us the reference, please?
The reference I'm looking at right now is...
Aw. Gail says, Armin is lucky to have parents like you. Take a couple more big swigs of that coffee. Gail, the coffee is gone. I'm on to my... I actually brewed the coffee, and then I brewed 2 cups. I have 2 mugs of the Black Box, the Berries Master Blend tea. So I should be properly cracked out in about another 10 minutes. If I start talking really fast, you guys will know what's going on. I'll be like talking like this, and then you want to know what happened? Hey, we have a friend here from Dubai.
Hello, friend from Dubai.
I'd like to learn how you do your shadowing. How can I learn to create shadows like you? That is Lindsay Diaz.
Oh,
Well, if Scott would make a video on shadows and shading like I asked him to do about a year ago, you'd know.
I'm trying to figure it out. I still don't know how to.
Oh, for crying out loud.
But essentially, I use purples. I use cool colors for shadows. I mean, it's not a rule or anything like that, but that's just how I do it. And so you can do your warm colors, do your skin tones, and then come in. I haven't done the purples yet, but you can come in with the purples, and that kind of creates the shadows.
Cats X Lemons went to the Coca-Cola Museum in Atlanta, and they have some pretty exotic products there. Interesting. Sarah went to the Nashville Zoo yesterday with their daughter and thought of us at the Red Panda exhibit. Oh, isn't that just the best? Did you wave hi to the red pandas? Oh my God, I love them.
Such a good zoo. We're going back again this week too.
We are indeed. We are indeed. We are going to meet a tamandua.
How did you even remember that name?
Because that's my job.
Jeez.
And I've been at the zoo for the last, I don't know, let's see. The boys are 20, so 9 years. I've been involved with the zoo for 9 years, since they were 11. And before that, we used to just go and visit. So actually, technically, since they were 5, I've been at the zoo. So 15 years. And I've seen the zoo evolve, and it is wonderful. I absolutely love that zoo. They are doing such a wonderful job. It's great. The conservation efforts are amazing. Do y'all have any hobbies?
Well, as of, was it May 14th, my hobby will be playing the new Zelda game.
Also known as, no, he hasn't figured out any other hobbies.
No more videos posted. I won't be going live. You guys won't see me for a few months.
Yeah, if it takes you like more than 3 weeks to finish that game, I will be stunned.
I'm going to relish it. I'm going to take my time with it.
It's not what you did last time. Last time you just powered through. You were like, I want to get to the end. I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. And you played it like all day, every day. What is that sticker on the blow dryer?
Oh, it's a blow dryer sticker.
We have those in our crowd-made shop.
Yeah, people were asking, so I made a blow dryer. I'm not very good at graphic design. I was thinking of, you know who I was thinking of reaching out to, who's really good at this?
No.
Scott Kurtz.
Really? He's good at graphic design?
He's so good at designing stuff and fonts, and he's just got such a great eye. So I was thinking of reaching out to him and seeing if he could help me out with some of the stuff, like the Mr. Clock and...
Well, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
What paintbrushes are you using? Oh, for the love of God, sit down, dog.
I'm using Etcher Labs paintbrush set. There should be a link in products tested.
Bethany,
they're
is there a link in products tested? I don't remember.
But I still haven't found like my favorite paintbrushes or anything like that.
Before I forget, because it's going to pop out of my head really fast. This is available as a coloring page. Bethany already put it up on the resources page of our website. Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, so I scanned it in before I started painting. So if you guys, just like the last one, if you want to paint it, just go to the website under resources and you'll see coloring pages.
Yeah, you can download it from there. Amanda says, my dog is 18 and I love him so much too, but he has been so annoying.
Oh, 18. Wow.
You're very fortunate that you've got 18 years, but yeah, it's a lot. It's like having a baby again. That's exactly what it's like. It's like having a baby. They rely on you for everything and keep you up all night. I can't help you with cats, Formoso, but maybe Bethany's got some ideas on that one. Witty Cuber, you can see Scott did a video on photo reference and where he finds all his photo references.
Oh yeah,
it's in the Art Hacks
links on
playlist.
The website too.
Yeah,
for both free and paid.
Yeah, he uses both. Good morning from Brazil.
Good morning.
It is nighttime in Assam, where tea leaves grow. The good stuff. For using watercolor for a long time, I never thought that you can blow dry your paint. No wonder why my blending is bad by layer. This is a great idea. I love it. That's Erica Baruga.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't like the colors just all bleeding into each other, so I like to dry them. I am going to get some more...
What? Uh-oh, he's getting paint. Look out. It's 7:57 here in Nepal.
Oh, I love this color.
The art book asks, does anyone have any suggestions for a video that I might post? I love getting ideas from other artists.
Cerulean Violet.
Cerulean Violet. We can't see you put that on the palette.
Okay.
Where is it?
There it is on the palette right there.
Thank you.
Very red.
Good.
Love it.
It's like a cranberry red, though.
Yeah, it's
Very
really great. It's gonna just make the hair come to life.
Hold on. The art book. I would like a post about your art supplies. What art supplies are your favorites and why? What do you like to use and how do you use them? The Alcoholic Baker says, hey Scott, it's Nathaniel. My dad and I just returned from our trip to India and I have this obsession with trees. I don't know what it is, but trees and baking has me intrigued. Also, how are you doing?
Oh, well, I love that you love trees. And I'm doing very good, thank you. Speaking of trees, I'm going to be doing a lot of you have asked me to do a collaboration with Justin the Trees. And we are working on a collaboration.
Do you know about the Sly Cooper games?
I remember the name. I don't think I ever played them.
Alex is in a pillow fort that they made.
Oh, I love that.
Drewson says, so mini problem. My paint froze overnight. Well, looks like I'm not painting with y'all today.
I didn't know paint could freeze.
I didn't know either. Good night from Vietnam. Recommend some colored pencils, please.
I don't really... Colored pencils are fine. I would say the ones that are the cheapest, that are decent, are was it Arctic? Or Artex?
Artex.
Okay, yeah, you'll see them on the products I've tested. There's a video and everything,
Yeah.
but those are pretty good. I mean, I tested a whole bunch of them. I tested Blick Brand and Caran d'Ache and Prismacolor and Faber-Castell. So, but as someone who was literally an expert in colored pencils back in the day, colored pencils are very expensive and you don't really get much out of them. So use them for fun for a little bit, but if you plan on doing it professionally, I would recommend moving into painting.
Yeah.
Can you guys see the difference in just saturation and color when I add this to the brown?
Yeah, we can.
It really
for sure.
makes it really rich.
Yeah. It turns it a nice, like an
auburn.
auburn, color. Which reminds me, that's the color I need to dye my gray. What has been your most perfect piece? Zainab would like to know, and I don't think there's anything such as
Yeah, I mean, there's really no perfect, but I mean, there's pieces that I just really like, but there's nothing perfect about any of them. Because I see all of the flaws. But the one that I like, let's see if I can find the.
That's my favorite. Which one?
I'm looking for. I really like.
Yeah, you have that as your screensaver.
Yeah, I really like this one.
Show them my favorite too.
From the same series, this is the one Donna likes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, blow dryer. Let's bring some purples into this.
You really want purples? Let's see. What are we doing? We've not tried the Brustro colored pencils and gouache. Let's see. Vilko loved your 60 days of studying the masters. I would love to have a new series of studying the masters. So would we. We are working on that. We are working on that.
Yeah, we're trying to see if we can get some sponsorship for something like that, because honestly, every time I do that, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram,
they don't show the videos.
They're like, nope, we don't like this stuff.
Even though you guys like it, they don't show it to anybody. I feel like Scott has a way with blow dryers that us mortals would never come close to producing the noise of. Oh my God.
There is no special talent to blow drying.
Bethany says, depending on how it's made, moonshine can be really good.
No, Bethany,
nope.
I can't.
Nope. Let's see. Good morning, all nerd out there. I will say I have such a difficult time coming back to a piece that I started. Like if I don't finish it in one sitting, then it doesn't get done.
I agree.
The palette that Scott's using right now is in the...
I think it's called the San Francisco Slant Palette.
It's in the...
Art supplies.
Thank you!
Blow dryer.
That's what it is. Art supply list.
So I'm just kind of looking at this and going, okay, I'm still not happy with it. And I'm going to just try some different colors and see if I could warm it up a little bit more. Blow dryer. So I'm squinting my eyes and seeing, what are the values, what's working, what's not, and you're not going to like every piece, you're not going to love every piece, but you want to give it your best shot. And so right now I want to make her skin kind of glow a little bit. If you look at the photo, it's got a beautiful kind of sunlight kind of feel. There's some, even though she's in the shadow, there's some warmth to it, because she's in shadow. You could see the sunlight's hitting here, so her whole face is in shadow. So I'm creating my own lighting, but there's a warmth to it, and I just want to try to capture that somehow.
Oh my God, so many questions today, and I am so tired. Okay, let's try this. Sketching would be a harder pencil to sketch with, not a B pencil. A collab with Justin the Trees. I'm so happy. Let's see. I love your videos.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. Recently, my partner got into writing a diary, and last weekend he got these beautiful pens. They were owned by his late father. Can you recommend any nice ink to fill in the old ink pen? Yes. Ferris Wheel Press has some beautiful inks. Diamine has some beautiful inks. If you go to gouletpens.com, they have a...
Why don't you type in the...
okay.
Donna's going to type in the names of those, because they might be kind of hard to translate. Blow dryer.
Yeah. Since he got the pens from his late father, here's what I would recommend though. I would recommend cleaning the pens first before you fill them with ink. Clean them first. Just make sure that everything's in good working order. Okay. Bhavya, there's a video in the art hacks about finding your art style. Scott, please recommend an easiest medium for beginners.
Pencil and paper.
How do you practice daily with watercolor?
The thing about watercolor and any painting medium is you have to learn to draw first. That's why I say the best thing to start out with is pencil and paper. Once you can draw, once you feel confident in your drawing, then you can move on to painting. But if you don't like your drawing, your painting's not going to improve it. So you got to get your drawing. Now, if you just want to jump into painting, I have a bunch of my inks that you can take and maybe print out, but you got to print it out on watercolor paper, or you could trace them onto watercolor paper. But you could do that if you want to practice your watercolors. But again, if you want to use my inks, you got to get them on good watercolor paper, because the paper is the most important thing with watercolor.
Okay. And no, he did not start this today.
I started it last
Monday.
Monday? No,
Friday.
Friday. Yeah.
We
I started this
Friday.
and you all asked me to
paint it with you.
Paint with me, because I just got the inks done, and so, but I didn't want to do it on Music Monday, so I waited until today.
Yeah. Is it overwhelming to have 300 to 400 people watching your lives?
You know what? Surprisingly, it's not. I've kind of gotten used to it, and
at first it was.
Yeah, at first it was, but I love hanging out with you all. I really do, and
okay. Shorter answers. Have you ever played the guitar once in your life?
Yes, I took guitar lessons.
Feel better, Lula. Lula's got a cold.
Oh.
Feel like colored pencils require a lot of patience and skill.
And money.
Yeah, pencils are expensive.
Pencils are just expensive. I made a video on why I don't do colored pencils anymore.
Amy has a question. When you paint with watercolors, do you put the dark tone or the light first? I absolutely adore your videos, by the way.
Thank you. Always light to dark. I start off
with watercolor.
With watercolors. I start off with the lightest colors, and you see I was just doing the purples. So I did yellows and then pinks and then purples. You definitely want to go light to dark.
What paper are you using right now?
Well, I am using very expensive Arches paper that I got from Blick.
Do you have any videos on how to use acrylic paint or watercolors? I recently got a beginner set for acrylics and small watercolor paints, and I'm unsure how to use them, sadly.
I do have some on the differences between acrylics and watercolors and gouache. And I did do a couple of videos with acrylics. I am not proficient at acrylics. Bethany, I think, has got a little bit more experience with that. Mostly she does oils.
I really want to start with watercolors. Can you recommend me a brand that's good but not too expensive?
Cotman, Winsor Newton, which is the brand I use, has a student version, and it's $25. It's a Cotman set. It's on my art supplies list. There's also Grabby, does a very cheap, for $25 you get not only the watercolors, but you get brushes and pencils and paper and everything. It's a tiny little travel kit. That should be on the site too. And other than that, I would make sure that you invest in decent watercolor paper. That's more important than the watercolor.
The Grabby set comes with everything. You get paper, a pencil, a pen, a paintbrush, the paints. You get everything with that. So if you don't have any supplies and you want a good cheap set, the Grabby set and you're just starting out, the Grabby set's a really good place to start, because you'll just get a whole set of everything, and it's what Scott uses right now.
Yeah.
Donna, when you see this, I'm in Alaska. Last night was minus 24, and the paint palette was left on a table near the window.
Oh, God.
And at 6:27 this morning, it was minus 16. Scott would die.
Yeah.
He has been so cold for so long. Disney edits. Hi, Scott. For a series idea, can you make a journal, because you haven't done one in a while, and draw a character from a movie every day? I feel like we can really explore different art styles.
Oh, that could be fun. Thank you.
How do you know what color goes where on the skin? I can't figure it out.
Well, you know by looking at photos and studying human anatomy. The rest of it is, there is a video on skin tones with watercolors. Blow dryer.
Good morning, the Daily Sigh. And the view from the Hobbit hole today is sunny.
Very sunny.
It is very sunny. It's going to be 77 here today in Nashville.
Wonderful.
It's a little warm for Arwen, but it's good for us. Dee's Mackin says, "Hi Scott, I just started a travel sketchbook, something like you, and I was wondering if anyone has come up to you when you're painting."
They have, not like, "Hey, I know you," but just, "Hey, what you doing?" kind of thing. And I usually have my headphones on, so they usually have to tap me on the shoulder.
Which I find annoying.
But I don't mind. For the most part, people stay out of my way. Blow dryer.
Says you have headphones on.
So, I am back to this painting. I am kind of taking my time a little bit because, we have an hour and a half to do just the painting part. So, I think I'm going to have her lips match the... what kind of flower is that again?
Hibiscus.
Hibiscus.
Mm-hmm. Will you try hyperrealism? I'm going to go with no.
That's usually one of the first things you start to do in high school, and I did some fairly hyper-realistic drawings, but after a while it gets, it just gets kind of old.
Okay, so Scott can't read and paint at the same time, so I'm reading it to him while he's painting. No, he still does not play guitar. Chicory coffee that has no caffeine in it is pointless to me. Because the whole point of drinking the stuff is to get the caffeine. Or at least for me, and for just where I am right now. What brand do you recommend for gouache paint?
Well, the brand that I use is Winsor & Newton. There's no right or wrong brands, but I like Winsor & Newton. And I just, yesterday, for those of you, I don't know how many of you saw, but there is a... Remember the light fastness test? Well, we hit 1 year, and so I posted the results.
Yes, can you believe that? We hit a year. Isn't that crazy?
And you can see the gouache did really good. I am doing one on Hemi gouache, but it was separate, so I gotta wait a while.
Scott, what's one thing that makes you feel old the moment you look at it? For me, it's when people say they were born on 2014 or any year onwards.
My kids. When I look at them, I feel old. No.
When he rolls over in the morning and looks in my face, that's when he feels old. Oh my God.
I think a mirror. Yeah, that's the thing that makes me feel old.
Oh, yeah. What's your favorite acrylic paintbrush to use, and is it the brush you use for watercolor too?
Yeah, I use the same brushes for everything.
Is this okay, let me try this again. Oh, is that the sketchbook where the paper is glued together at the edges?
It is. See?
It's not a sketchbook, it's called a block.
Yeah, it's called an artist block,
Mm-hmm.
a watercolor block.
Yeah.
And so when I'm done, I will get out the palette knife and separate it.
Yes. I love how stylized the hair is. When you were a student, how did you manage time to practice drawing? I need advice.
Well, I wasn't a very good student, and I didn't practice drawing as much as I should have. So I would say keep a journal and draw everything every day if you can. Mm-hmm. Just sketch stuff.
Pencil in a sketchbook. Take it everywhere.
Yeah. Blow dryer.
Can you go back to digital? You never made another video. I am so sad. I wanted to see more of you in digital. Also, thanks for reading my other comment.
Oh, you just like to see me in pain, huh? I did 2 videos on digital.
You should tell him to do oil paints or acrylics. That would really make him happy. Or oil pastels. He'd love that.
Donna's been talking to a couple of companies who want me to use their software, and so I thought that would be a good excuse to jump back in. It's just she hasn't.
We're waiting to hear back from them. They haven't gotten back to me yet. If I were to see you in public, I know that you don't want to be bothered, so would it be okay if I were to take a picture of you?
Of course, but please. I've had a few people say that they saw me at the zoo and they didn't want to say anything. If you see me, please do come and say hi. You know, I'm not the best conversationalist, so the conversation will probably be like, "Oh, hi, it's so nice to meet you," and then I'll, be out of things to say.
Then you'll end up talking to me because you won't know what else to say.
But please do say hi. I want people to say hi. I would love a chance to meet all of you. Honestly, it's just
not all at once.
Yeah, I'm not a great entertainer. We've met some of you out in the wild, like at the art store and whatnot. And like I said, I'm okay for
5 minutes,
30 seconds, and then after that I kind of go, okay, I run out of things. I'm just not a great conversationalist. So, but really please always say hi. And if you want a picture, always, that would be fine.
Just expect that Scott's going to want to take one too. Let's see. We did the Can You Go? Have you ever considered redrawing some of your sketches from the 80s and 90s?
No. People have asked me, but I really not of interest to me. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is there's still some values that I still want to push. I want to add some lighting and whatnot, but I think what I'm going to do is the background so I can kind of look at it as a whole. So I'm going to do that real quick, but first I got to blow dry. Blow dryer.
How did you study anatomy?
We took figure drawing classes, 3 hours a day. Sometimes clothed, sometimes nude.
Oh boy. You did. I can attest to that.
Actually, I think I'll just...
with the Winsor & Newton student watercolor set, is there any difference in quality from the professional paints? Your videos inspire me so much as a younger artist.
Yes, there's a video on me trying both of them. I didn't see a difference, really. I think the difference will be the light fastness. All right. So we need red.
Artistic only says, hey, I'm feeling really sad and I had a pretty depressive episode yesterday. Your artwork is cool and it's making my day.
Oh, that's great. I mean, great that it's making your day. Sorry that you had a bad day. Red, orange, yellow.
Have you ever used watercolor pens? If you have, how would you recommend spreading the color evenly across the page?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What was the...
Have you ever used watercolor pens? If you have, how would you recommend spreading the color evenly across the page?
Colored pens, spreading the color evenly across...
Watercolor... Listen to what I'm reading. Oh my God, this is the third time. Have you ever used watercolor pens? If you have, how would you recommend spreading the color evenly across the page?
Are you talking about watercolor markers?
They say watercolor pens.
I don't know what a watercolor pen is.
Maybe it's one of those things with the water in it. You know, with the water color in it.
Yeah, let me see if I got this. So I got... Can you guys see this?
Yeah, barely. What are you doing?
We're doing...
Oh, no. Is that the inks?
Yeah, here.
Oh, God, you're killing me.
I don't know if persimmon's the right color red. That might be a little too... So... Roy G. Biv. Let me change this.
Where's the Biv?
Well, I have a violet. Okay, so I've got... All right. Roy G. Biv. I need the indigo, and I think the indigo is going to be a combination of blue and violet, honestly.
Okay.
Though, you know what I think I might do?
No, I don't know.
I think I might go more of a turquoise blue.
Ew! Why? Yuck.
Turquoise blue And then blue.
No.
I think that'll work.
Why? Yuck. Ugh, turquoise is like my least favorite color.
Except for when you were a Sharks fan.
Okay, well that doesn't count. It looks good with black and a big shark on the front of the jersey.
All right. Here we go.
Blah.
So, I need to...
Blah. People drawing in public is the best thing ever, says Sky. In Michigan, they have a high of 77 today. Wow. Do you find yourself being obsessed or unable to get away from art? I feel ever since I started drawing and making art, I seriously cannot get it off my mind. Oh. Why do you insist on shaking things over the top of the paintings?
It's closed. It's
why?
all fine.
Why?
Here's the R.
You thought it was closed last time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I like these because they're so saturated. They're concentrated watercolors.
It looks like it's too close to the flower color. Well, you do you, Chief.
It is pretty close to that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not really red. How does Scott feel about those weird wooden cases with a bunch of random art supplies that your aunt buys you after you tell her you want to make art?
Oh, I got one of those from the kids. Dawn and the kids.
They're great if you're young and you want to explore new things and you're trying to, you're just starting out.
Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Yes, I vehemently hate turquoise. Absolutely. I want to start practicing how to draw faces and skin tones with watercolor, but I haven't gotten to it because of fear that it will look bad. That's Amanda.
There's a video on it, and yes, it's going to look bad. Just be okay with it. First time you do anything, it's, like I rode a bike, I'm going to fall. It's just, don't worry about failing. Failing is part of learning.
Yeah, don't be afraid to fail.
Please.
How do you paint faces that are far away?
Oh, smaller, I guess.
Are you a picky eater who hates food which most people like? Yes, he is. He's terrible.
I don't like the textures. I don't like the smells. I don't like...
I really think that's an autism thing. I really do. Textures especially. How do you draw animals? Because I can't figure it out.
There's a video on it and a book that I recommend.
Mm-hmm. Also, you can watch him draw in the 30 days of drawing the national animals.
True. We drew a whole bunch of animals.
We drew 30 different animals from countries around the world, which was really fun. I used to read in public places, but a guy once thought ripping a book out of my hands was a good idea. I haven't stepped out in a week now. Who on earth would do that? I am so sorry you had that happen to you.
Yeah, I mean,
what is wrong with people?
Don't let bad people stop you from doing what you love. Defiantly go out there and read a book.
Exactly.
Read a book and find that person and read a book,
Yeah, stand in front of them and hold up a book.
Tell us
preferably a book that has a big middle finger on it.
We'll come read the book with you.
I'll sit next to you and read a book. I'll sit next to you and read some nasty books.
The nerve of people.
Right. Books. What are you barking at? Stop barking for crying out loud. What is wrong with you? Dog. You are trying to kill me. You're trying. You're doing a really good job, too. You know that? Boy. I want pancakes.
Okay.
I don't know why I want pancakes. And I don't want to make them. Ugh. Oh, and bacon. I want pancakes and bacon. That sounds good. Why do you use the blow dryer? What effects does it give?
It dries the paint, so that way I can put another layer on top of it without them blending together.
Crafty Cosplay Girl says, "Hey, morning."
Hey, good morning.
Scott, I think you can add yellow to get that sun-kissed look if you were trying to achieve that still.
Yeah, I have done a couple passes of yellow and red, and But I might just need some highlights.
Okay, so a cheap watercolor brand and a cheap colored pencil brand. The Artex colored pencils, you'll find those under the resources list of products that Scott's tried. You get like 72 colored pencils for like $27 on Amazon. And they were decent, according to Scott. And cheap watercolor brand, try the Grabby set. It's $25 with Scott's code. You can find it on our website. We don't get anything out of it. It's cheap for you guys. We had them do that.
Blow dryer.
Yeah. Let's see. What's your opinion on Posca markers?
I did a video on it. They're okay. I didn't like the tip. I don't like having to shake them all the time.
Yeah, that drives you crazy. Where did you go to college?
I went to the Academy of Art College in San Francisco.
Look at that orange. It is so vibrant.
Yeah.
OCE Eclipse says, I feel old when I wake up. How do you survive long enough to get to the mirror? LOL. I don't know. You got to drag yourself to get to the mirror. Being old is just racking up a high score and being alive. You know, it's funny. You have to take it like that because there are so many people that don't get that opportunity to age. And
we always say, it beats the alternative.
It does. It does. My dad always used to say, if you're looking at the flowers from the right side, then you're doing good. Good morning from Connecticut. Santa's in the chat. Good morning, Santa.
Hey, Santa. Just to be clear, Santa's not in Connecticut. Those are two separate messages, right?
Yeah.
You said, good morning from Connecticut. Santa's in the chat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to run all those together. Well, my next one was going to be hello from France, so he could have been in France too, but he's really at the North Pole, so.
Blow dryer.
Sorry. I'm tired. It's all running together today. Scott has painted on records. He hasn't. Have you considered painting on any instruments?
I considered painting on skateboards.
Yeah. Let's see. No, my favorite color is not a pink or an orange. My favorite color is cobalt blue. How did you start working on animal crackers?
Well, I came up with the idea for it out in the backyard with the boys. We were eating actual animal crackers.
Yeah.
And I liked the idea, so I turned it into a graphic novel. And then years later, my friend Kevin Grievous, who created the series, the movies Underworld, suggested that I turn it into a screenplay. So I did. And long story short, because there's a lot that happened in between, we got funding and we turned it into a movie. And I directed it with my friend Tony Bancroft, who directed Mulan. And I co-wrote the screenplay with my friend Dean Laurie, who wrote Arrested Development. And then we made a bunch of friends and got to meet all these really great celebrities and musicians and travel to London and Spain and New York and Los Angeles, which was really cool. Oh, darn it. Look, that's bleeding. Blow dryer. do.
Arwen kept me up. That's why I'm cranky. What's your favorite medium to work with?
Right now, watercolor.
Can you dilute those inks with water?
They're watercolors. They're watercolors.
Oh, they're watercolors.
And yes, you
okay,
can.
okay,
There's just concentrated watercolor. So I just have to shake them up because the pigment will settle on the bottom. And
how do you stay consistent in making art without the feeling of tiredness or burnout? I want to make art more. Thank you. That's Erica Baruga.
I think posting my work online has definitely helped keep me motivated because you kind of have like a cheering section, you know, and that's, gosh, I kind of really want that to be more green. But okay. No, that's too green.
That's really green. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that came out really, really green. I think maybe the other blue was a little bit better.
No comment. How do you keep your brush from bristling?
Oh, I don't. As soon as they start to, I throw them away.
Yeah, he doesn't like to clean. I had a cup of coffee first, and now I am on my second cup of the Berries Master Blend, the really, really stand a spoon up strong stuff. Thank you, Mr. Clock. Oh, good morning from the UK. It's raining again. I love the UK. But you can sit in a little tea shop and you can have scones and you can have a nice pot of tea and look out at the beautiful countryside. It's very pretty there. Yeah, wistful. I'm wistful about that. Question about the drawing. Why did you add blue into the hair?
Oh, it was purple actually. I usually use purple to be my shadows. And so, and also I'm looking at values and I'm trying to, I know everything kind of feels like the same value. The hair is a little darker. And so I get to a point in the piece where I go, okay, I need to push this. I need to separate this. This needs to be lighter. This needs to be darker. So that way when you look at it, things are a little bit more identifiable.
How long have you two been married? You guys are so sweet together.
Oh, thanks. We just celebrated our 30 years.
We did indeed. We're getting old together. Who's your favorite contemporary artist?
Oh, contemporary artist. There's an artist, Mary DeMary on Instagram. They do kind of an Art Nouveau. I like their work. But, you know, like there's Alex Ross, there's James Gurney. Drew Struzan's retired, but he was mine for a while. Now, Indigo is going to be really tough. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but let's see. Let me blow dry real quick. Blow dryer!
Do you ever draw other things other than humans?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I draw, you know, pretty much everything. Cars, places.
Triashi says, before blowing candles for her birthday, my sister, 11, shouted blow dryer.
Oh.
That's funny.
I love it.
Dalton has a tip for watercolors. I have two water jars on hand, one to swirl off the color and the other for clean water to dip your brush in.
Oh, that's great.
Santa did that yesterday. Did you guys know Santa was going live? Tuesday mornings at 11 a.m. Central Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time, Santa goes live. And he's been painting. And yesterday, he painted some French macarons.
Macaroons.
Macarons. They're cookies. And it was lovely.
Aren't
And Santa
macarons?
showed us some of his other paintings that he did as well. And they were beautiful. My favorite
Yeah.
is the Christmas tree, but he did this adorable penguin too. Oh my God, it was
Isn't
so cute.
Macron their president? French president?
That's Macron. Not macaron. Macron.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm just saying, it's a little confusing.
I can't take him anywhere. Do you know how to solve a Rubik's Cube?
I used to. Back when they first came out in the 80s.
Which one would get you into a creative career faster, illustration or graphic design school?
I think graphic design might be a little bit more safer.
That one strand of hair that's not painted brown is teasing me.
Yeah, I know. I'll get to it.
Maybe start with violet and go backwards to find the middle value. I do knit. I don't crochet. Crocheting for some reason. Nixia, who's another mod of ours, is and is on here. She makes the most beautiful crocheted items. I have a blanket that she made me, and but I crochet for some reason. I can do 2 needles, but I can't just do 1 crochet hook. I don't know why it confuses me. I don't know, but it does. Let's see. Is this a rainbow or a pride flag?
Yes.
And why did you choose a rainbow for the background?
It just seemed like a nice background.
What did you mean by concentrated for the watercolors?
They are just really, really concentrated colors. So like one little drop does a whole bunch. You add some water to it and you are good.
Ellen asks, are the doggy sleepy meds working? No,
Nope.
They are not working.
She's immune.
She's driving me bananas.
She's resistant.
I don't think I'm doing it right. I don't think I'm going to Google today because I have to.
All right, let me blow dry this real quick, and then we will then try to finish this. Blow dryer. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a heavy outline. And wait for Donna to get me some more questions.
How do you decide what to talk about in your shorts?
Oh,
In your short videos?
Yeah.
Not when you wear shorts.
I'm in my shorts. It depends, because if it's something like this where there is no story to it, then I might talk about what I was thinking of when I was making it. So, or I made this mistake, and I try to make sure that I'm always as open as possible with how I feel and my thoughts in making art, because I know we have a culture of don't let them see you sweat. Everybody's got to show yourselves at your best, and you always got to become, like, show your best art and always be confident, and I think that sets just such an unrealistic standard for artists.
Yeah.
So I and human beings in general. So I try to show the stupid thoughts that run through my head, or my doubts, or whatever. And that's one of the things that I will do. And other times I'm doing something with a purpose, whether it's Music Monday. And so and even when I do like the Music Monday, it's like, well, I still have to tell a story, so I will talk about what I was thinking of or what's going on in the world. And But I think really it's just like a creative writing prompt. Like, okay, I've got to write something, and creatively I just start to for lack of a better word, jam and work something out.
He gets ideas sometimes, like he'll just have a random idea that will pop in and he'll work on it for a while and fit it to whatever video he's done that day, or he'll find some random idea that he has and he'll just go off on a tangent and do a completely different video.
Yeah.
So
like I might want to talk
about
about
your head, I think.
my Mattel football thing, or I might want to talk about
that was random.
Yeah, about being kind.
That was a good one. Yes, I have commentary on everyone, in case you're curious.
No, I was not curious at all.
Because you know me, because you know I have commentary. Where do you get your brush pens?
I get them from jetpens.com, though. I think you can get them at Blick.
Yeah. I don't think they're on Amazon, though. I know much.
I think they might be, too.
You think so? I don't know. Which one is better in your opinion, cool tones or warm tones? I
prefer warm tones.
I think that's a preference thing.
It is a preference.
It's not a better. It's not an issue of better. It's a preference thing.
Yeah. I mean, you have just different artists use different things, and I like warm tones. Though it's funny that one of my favorite pieces that I did in the Women's History Month was the one with the cool tones.
The Hobbit hole is amazing. How did you find/pay for it? Well, that's awfully personal.
It's not personal. I have made.
How did we pay for it?
I
Credit
made a
cards.
Video on it. My friends.
We didn't find it. We made it.
Ron and Steven did all of the work, and
Well, he's a friend of ours, and he's a contractor, and he's
but there is a video
phenomenal.
on it if you want to see. But I mean, it's just credit cards, and then you pay it off over time.
Yeah, Home Depot
the American
loves us.
dream.
Yeah, exactly. Lowe's, Home Depot. Let's see. Santa's penguin was Bethany's favorite. I like the Christmas tree. I thought that one was really pretty. What's your favorite pencil? They weren't specific to a colored pencil or a regular pencil.
Just a number 2 pencil.
Perub's Art says, I am new. Please give me advice to grow in the art world.
Draw everything every day.
Is this a specific person or somebody you made up? Or
somebody I made up based on just various references.
Yes, Scott has drawn Loki on numerous occasions. How do you improve your creativity?
Drawing everything every day. And looking at other people's art and taking what you can from them.
How do you paint cooler dark skin without making it look ashy? I'm having trouble.
Oh, there's a video on that with LL Cool J. I mean, I wasn't painting, I was using markers, and I wasn't very happy with it.
What's your least favorite kind of hair to draw?
Like the Harry Styles kind of hair, where it's going all in different directions and there's no flow to it. Not really fond of that.
What type of watercolors do you use and where do you get them at an affordable price?
I use Winsor & Newton and I get them at Blick.
What's your favorite thing to draw?
Hair.
Do you have any recommendation on how to make your colors not look splotchy?
Oh, well, I blow dry them in between each pass, and that keeps them from getting splotchy.
Is it really necessary to find your art style?
It's not necessary at all. Just make art.
Yes, Scott edits his videos himself, and the program you use to do that is?
Adobe Premiere.
If you use tape, do you have a particular brand or tape you recommend that's strong but won't rip? I tried washi tape, but it wasn't strong.
Yeah, it's in my art supply list. It is, I get it at the local art, Plaza Art, and I really like it. But you can get a link. There's a link to it on in my art supply list.
There is no tape on the top and bottom of this page. This is an art block.
Yeah, this is an art block.
So there's no tape there.
Okay, so we got that.
What is your least favorite color?
My least favorite color is probably like a khaki green.
Is there an affordable brand of gouache you would recommend?
I think affordable might be the Hemi gouache I tried.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever see your mom draw and some techniques stuck, like how to draw a type of clothes?
Yeah, I think a little bit. I think I drew... yeah, a little bit like her.
Have you ever heard of or used eraser pencils, like a pencil but with an eraser instead of a lead?
Yes, I made a video about them. Here's one.
You did. Yep. Does Scott like Marvel?
Marvel?
Marvel.
Oh, Marvel? Yeah, of course.
What's your favorite thing to draw?
Hair.
Have you ever tried oil painting?
Yes, didn't like it.
If you want tips, you got to go to Bethany Primrose's website, YouTube channel. She is doing videos on oil paints, and she is our resident oil painter. How was your trip to Venice last year?
Oh, it was amazing. I did a video on it, but it was probably my favorite place we've ever been.
Yeah. Have you ever tried the Crescent Render sketchbook? It has no show-through paper, allowing you to use alcohol markers on both sides.
I tried to order it, but they don't make it anymore, from what we were told.
Mm-hmm. We were told it was discontinued. Do you think you'll ever make a coloring book?
No, I don't, but I do have coloring pages on my site.
What's your favorite dinosaur?
Triceratops.
Do you like DC Comics? If so, do you like it better than Marvel?
I do like DC Comics. No, I don't like them better than Marvel.
Speaking of Marvel, are you going to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3?
I will watch it when it comes on Disney+. I haven't been a big Guardians of the Galaxy fan. I also just don't like going to the theater, too.
Let's see. Oh, no, that's not good. Somebody says there's transphobia in the chat. Well, if you don't like it, you can go.
We got to do something about it. Don't tell people to go if they don't like the transphobia.
No, I meant the transphobia people.
Well, then you got to be pretty specific.
Sorry.
Because...
yeah, this is an all-inclusive place for everybody. So if you don't like being here with other people who could be trans or gay or
a woman
or whatever, yeah, or me, who's a woman reading comments, you can leave. You're more than welcome to leave. Please leave.
Or you could stay and learn to be
kind.
A better person.
Mm-hmm. Kind. Let's see. Have you read any books by Rick Riordan?
No, that's the Percy Jackson?
Yes.
No, our kids did, though.
Oh my gosh, all the books.
Well, actually, I don't think Logan did.
I think he read the first few, but Brennan read all of them. Where do you get watercolor paper?
I get them from the art store, like Blick.
Let's see. This is such a beautiful piece. Does the rainbow represent the LGBTQ plus community?
I'm not going to say one way or another. I want the rainbow to mean whatever it means to anybody. So I think a rainbow has so many wonderful meanings to a lot of different people that I don't want to take away from one group and give to another. Though it is 100% can be for the LGBT, of course. I'm just saying I don't want to. It's the same way. Come on, oh, great. I think art should be up to interpretation sometimes, to what fits the people who want to see it. So long as I'm not, I'm just going to leave it there. There's no point in keep re-explaining
Padlock
this.
says, "Hey Scott, I'm doing my art GCSE and have chosen you as my artist study. Any advice on my artist analysis about what inspires your work?"
Oh, well, thank you, first of all. What inspires my work would be the world around me, other artists, and yeah, that sounds about right.
What's your advice to help with a piece that you aren't happy with?
Start over. That's always been the thing that worked with me, is to just do something else. If this piece isn't working, move on. I mean, I know you don't always get a chance to do that, like if it's an assignment or something, but if you're doing art for yourself, then just move on. Sometimes pieces just don't work.
Do you have a favorite cartoon at the moment or from your childhood?
From my childhood was Speed Racer, Bugs Bunny, Spider-Man.
Do you have to blow dry the paint or can you just wait for it to dry?
Oh, you could totally wait for it to dry. Like when I'm out traveling and I gotta just wait. So you work on a different part.
Or you bring your mini blow dryer.
I only did that once and I didn't really use it much.
Let's see.
So, as you guys are noticing, I'm using a colored pencil instead of the Uniball Signo. And the reason why is because the Uniball Signo, and same thing with Posca markers or anything else, will just pick up this watercolor. It is so concentrated that if I run it over that, it'll just start to pick up the color.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
that's why the pencil instead.
That's why pencil.
Okay. Even the Signos, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Why doesn't the pencil move it around? Because it's like
it's on top of it.
Oh, it goes on top.
And it's not wet. Yeah, it's waxy.
Okay. So anything that was wet, any kind of pen that was wet would do
any
that.
kind of ink or anything like that. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Do you show in galleries or mainly online or different avenues?
Oh, just here. I am not a gallery artist. I'd like to have some of my work up because it looks really nice framed, but
yeah. What's the difference between hot press and cold press paper, and which do you prefer?
There's a video on that, and what I prefer is hot press for gouache and cold press for watercolor.
Why are you spinning the pencil?
That is something that I do unconsciously because if you push too much on one end, it snaps. And so I just kind of got used to just trying to apply the pressure. It just makes the pencils last a little longer. And I don't even know that I'm doing it. It's just, you see the pencil lead breaks so easy. And I used to be exclusively a colored pencil artist.
Yeah.
So I just got used to doing that. And it's annoying for me when I'm editing. So I'm looking for, a shot of me drawing a pretty line. And I'll go pretty, switch, pretty. And I'm like, darn it, stop it.
This is a Prismacolor pencil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm just going to do a shout out right now to our wonderful mods who, since I can barely speak today, are they put the video of the hot press and cold press paper in there. They've been answering all the questions when it doesn't make sense and I'm stumbling over my words. So thank you to all of you. I love you so very much and I appreciate you more than you will ever know, especially this morning. I recently drew a person for a client, but it doesn't really look like the person in the picture, and I'm not sure what to do. Should I erase the whole thing and start over on a new page?
I wouldn't erase it. I would just start over on a new page, trace it. If you have a client and they're paying you to make it look like somebody, trace it. That is what every professional will do. I mean, unless you get someone who's like got a very stylized, cartoony style. But if you need to make the likeness match, trace it.
Do you have any advice for making money off of art, such as an online store, for example?
Find your audience first. So many people are always trying to go straight to commissions, and you need to create an audience first. And to do that, you have to.
You have to have people who
you got to
your art.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is your favorite animal to draw?
Favorite animal to draw is, I don't know, maybe a panda bear or something. I don't know.
Let's see. Steph Nerd says, I see Scott kept the sharpener. He did indeed. He did indeed. Yep. Did you go to art school? Just a curious question. I hope it'll be answered since I'm thinking of going to as a second degree, if ever. Thank you.
I did. I went to the Academy of Art. I majored in illustration, and I wasn't a great student, but I learned a lot there.
If you're looking for tips on watercolor, check the Art Hacks playlist. There should be a lot of good info and stuff there. Let's see. I wanted to say you're definitely my favorite YouTube artist, and you inspire me a lot. My first watercolor portrait was of you.
Oh, fantastic! Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm honored.
Shriyashi, I will check the channel. Thank you. Yeah, the mods are awesome. Love you guys. They're amazing. Do you recommend a watercolor sketchbook?
If you're asking me just in general, then yeah, sure. And if it's a particular brand, then there is the Be Creative is the one that I like, though they are kind of hard to find.
What would you say is the best set of watercolor paints to buy? Please keep in mind before he answers that there are about 1 million different kinds of watercolors and paints and art supplies.
And on top of the fact that everybody's going to have a different opinion and different needs, the one that I like is Winsor & Newton.
Yep. Let's see. Sorry if I'm bugging you, but will you please do more cartoony stuff, even if it's completely out of your comfort zone? Also, what paper do you prefer for watercolor?
I like hot press. I don't really use Arches a lot. I just bought a bunch of it, but
cold press. You just said hot press.
Oh, sorry, cold press. Yeah, and but yeah, that's what I'm currently using. Okay.
Did the sharpener brand buy you another colored pencil? No.
No, at least not yet.
What's your favorite / least favorite color to work with?
Favorite is Payne's Gray. Least favorite is, like I said, probably like some sort of puke green.
Pea green. Are you planning on doing anything for Autism Acceptance Month?
No, I if something comes up and I think of something, then of course. But for now, I think I've made enough videos on it, and I don't want to look like I'm trying to capitalize on it. So if something is relevant to me or it makes sense, then 100% I will. But it has to be natural. It has to be organic. Otherwise, it'll just feel
like you're forcing it.
Like I'm forcing it.
Yeah. Which 2 blues should I get if I'm buying watercolors so I get a warm and a cool one?
There's no warm blue. If you want the colors that I use, they're on my website. But there is no warm blue. That I know of. I don't know. If anybody wants to educate me, yeah.
What should I use to trace for drawings?
There's a video on that. But you can, there's apps, free apps. There's tracing paper. There's projectors. Yeah, see that blue just really did not look good there. Blow dryer.
What paper do you recommend for pencil drawing? I use cheaper paper and the pencils leave indents in the paper, making the dents noticeable because I can't draw or color the dents.
For what kind of drawing?
Pencil drawing.
Oh, if you're getting pencil dents and whatnot, the other thing you could do is just put a piece of cardboard underneath the paper.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. But otherwise, if you just want to do some drawings, Blick has a bunch of good sketchbooks, or you could try Strathmore's Bristol board if you really want to press down a lot. Blow dryer. All right.
Was it difficult to sell art as a younger artist?
Yeah, I've never been really good at it, and I did not sell much of my art.
Only in the last 2 years has he sold more art. Are you using a reference for this, or is it from your imagination?
A little bit of both. The reference that I'm using is this one.
Good morning, Blick.
Hey, Blick.
And they say, hi, everyone. We just got here, and it looks like we missed some serious paint action. You did miss paint action. And on that note, we have been asked so many times today about good beginner watercolors. So, Blick, I would put this out to you. What do you guys recommend as a good beginner watercolor? Putting you on the spot right when you got here. And Scott has a video on how to find reference pictures, Toshani. So check the Art Hacks playlist. What is your favorite landmark to paint?
Favorite landmark to paint?
Yeah, I don't.
I'm trying to think of anything I've drawn more than once.
Yeah.
I don't think I've drawn.
You've drawn restaurants more than once, but not.
Yeah, because he's sitting in a restaurant.
Do you know why some white color pencils have a pinkish color on the outside instead of white?
Oh, maybe because they picked up some pink while you were drawing. Sometimes you have to just sharpen to get them to
back to
not have that. Yeah. Sometimes, art materials will pick up on other materials.
When you were still looking for your art style, what did you originally stick with? Be it surrealism, abstract, etc.
Realism. I was just realism. And then I was trying to be more like Drew Struzan, who did the movie posters. So I would, add some of the little stuff that he would do to it, but mostly just realism.
What did you want to be when you were a kid?
The artist on Spider-Man.
If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
I don't know. I don't know if there's any place right now that would make me happier than the Hobbit hole.
There really isn't, I don't think. At least not at this particular moment. I would go to Egypt and see the pyramids, because I have always wanted to do that.
Like if I could just pop in someplace and like...
Oh, like the transporter from Star Trek.
Pop in and pop out.
That'd be great.
Then maybe...
Boy, wouldn't that be awesome. God, I would love that.
All right. I think I'm going to call this done for now.
Here's a good question we haven't had in a while. So I'm going to have you answer this for Victoria. Space. Do you balance life and art? Is it like a work schedule where you shut off at a certain time and have your special space, or is it more an all day when you feel like it's situation?
No, I really don't make art all day. I didn't even make any art at all yesterday. Um, so it's as I'm feeling the need to is when I do it. And but I think art I think my work is an all day kind of thing because a lot of what I do is ideas and writing and whatnot, and so I don't know if I really have been able to turn any of that off.
Let's see. Donna is just tired because of the dog keeping
Yeah.
me up all night. It doesn't matter how artists hold their pencil.
No.
Yes, Blick is in the chat. They come and they join us all the time. Bethany says there is indeed a warm blue. Phthalo blue red shade is definitely more warm. PTHLALO. Let's see. Marker paper. Scott is going to say the Ohuhu marker paper because that comes with a great
Blow dryer.
Oh boy. Blick's getting asked a lot of questions. Blick slept in today, less grumpy than everyone else here. Yes. And hopefully
All right, so
Blick wasn't
everybody,
kept up
I'm
by their
going
dog.
to
Do you have a
peel
favorite
this.
animal at the zoo? They all know mine's the red pandas.
I liked Stanley.
Oh my god, that's so funny. The
Can you guys see
rhinoceros
this okay?
hornbill. Yes, we can see it okay.
All right, here we go.
What is that amazing tool you just used?
That is a palette knife.
Can you please show us where the little area is that you put it into the paper again?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And that is that. So, what I'm going to do is
Blick thinks that the Utrecht brand is a great first watercolor experience for anyone.
1 second. Just gonna go.
We've never been to Portugal.
I'm gonna zoom out a little bit, and then I'm going
Oh my god. How much pressure do you think is ideal to put on a colored pencil when using it?
to as little as possible because they break very easily, but if you're doing colored pencil, you do wind up pushing down pretty hard sometimes. They do break very easily.
We've never done a DNA test, the ancestry tests.
All right, let's see what we got. Let me move some of this.
Blake says, we did not sleep in. We do have to sell paint occasionally, you know, with a little winky face. Oh, how funny. That's so funny.
All right, so we have...
I want to sleep at all. Just some kind of sleep. The dog won't let me sleep. If you want to go to a place with great art inspiration, go to Morocco, but it's very loud, so you may not like it that much, but it's very pretty. My father's from there, and I go almost every summer. I want to go to Morocco. That is on my list.
All right, I've got not enough room, so
There you go.
we have now 8 pieces. Dog's barking. And,
She can wait for me.
So I'm going to make these into a sticker set and then possibly some prints. So we got
Perhaps.
2.
Yes, a nap today is going to be in order, and I
3.
don't nap.
4. 5.
I like the flowers in that one.
6.
Not my favorite.
My favorite.
I know. I don't know why.
7.
She looks possessed.
And 8. Of course, I'm going to crop this one.
You're gonna have
Though
to, yeah.
this one is... Yeah. This is
What?
It's a little thicker, so just to get to match, I might have to cut off a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. But that is that. We are done.
We don't remember where Scott got his hat from.
Yeah.
Oh, Blick says we recommend this channel on Reddit as a must-watch for aspiring illustrators. Hope that's okay.
Oh,
that's so sweet of you. We recommend you guys for all the awesome art supplies. Rose says it's like Hair Journal Part 2, and I love it.
Yeah, it kind of was. I was just in the mood, and it just we just kind of tied it into the Women's History Month for the first 5. But the last 3 have just been...
So many people like the one I don't like. It's so funny.
That is my favorite, the Mary Shelley one.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's got a cool comic book vibe. But you're not cool, so I totally get it.
I am so not cool. I look like death right now, so you would figure I would like that, because that's what I look like right now. Pasty, eyeballs completely bloodshot. I'm just,
All right, well, I have to get going. And
we do indeed.
We love you all. We will see you on Friday.
Yes, and hopefully we will sleep before then. Oh my God, I need to sleep.
And remember Roy G. Biv.
Oh, good heavens. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. We really appreciate you. I love you, mods. Thank you so much. Join us over on the Discord and show us all of your art. We love you guys. Have a great day.
Bye.